So I'm here in Nairobi, Kenya. We just played a show yesterday.
Girls, you know you better watch out.
And today we just did this safari. When we pulled up on these lions, I didn't realize this. I didn't know what a lion sounded like. That thing just made a crazy sound. When this lion roared, it made this crazy low frequency guttural sound that I just can't stop thinking about. I think as soon as I get back to the hotel, I'm gonna probably make some kind of patch out of it or something because it was this crazy sound. So the way I hear it, there are three main parts to this growl sample. There's the low part where he just starts to open his mouth. There's the middle part where he opens his mouth a little wider. And then there's the loudest part. And with each part, it gets louder and more aggressive, and there's kind of this effect of like a filter opening to let in more high frequencies, which is actually not an effect at all because that's literally what's happening as the mouth opens. So what I need to do is make each of the three levels into a separate sample, which is a little tough because I have to artificially elongate them. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to crossfade through the sample with my key pressure. So basically I'm trying to control the growl with velocity. Yeah, with these bird sounds.
So this is easy enough to do in Equator 2, the native VST for the Rolly Seaboard. I just map each of the samples to different places along the press curve. And here it is. Pressing lightly brings in the low growl. Moving up on the key bed brings up the middle growl. And pressing hard brings up the most intense growl. But it needs to be more than just that, so I'm going to add some granular delay. And now I think this sample is coming to life. Okay, now let's add in those birds from before. And let's run the birds through a bit crusher that increases in intensity as we press harder. So under normal circumstances, it's usually a little bit unideal to have a single sample that you map to the whole keyboard. Usually you want a few samples of at least a few different pitches. But I don't have a bunch of samples of lions growling at different pitches. I just have this one sample. But when it's stretched across the whole keyboard, it actually sounds pretty sick. It only sounds like a lion around C3, but that's fine because it still sounds cool. But it's not yet particularly musical because the lion growl is not a pitch. So next I have to add some kind of tonal element. Maybe this low drone. And this higher synth. And so that's the patch. And I think it sounds pretty cool. So let's make some music with it. And there it is. So this patch and all the patches I make are available on my website, samgutman.com. And all the patches that I make also come included with a subscription to my Patreon. So go ahead and download the Kenyan line patch and make something of your own.